What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the second or third edition? Third
It's
edition
third.
it is the third of the
Wow,
Deep
killing it
Dive
already.
podcast. Killing it already. I can't remember what episode we're on, but the band is
Math
back
is hard,
together.
brother.
Math is hard. It's more just remembering, but it's okay. But the band's back together. We got the group back. Matt Foreman and Mr. Bert Leibrock.
Coach Bird.
Coach Bert, how you doing, Coach Bert?
I listened to that. I listened to that, and the first time you guys said it, I laughed out loud.
Breaking news: Coach Bert actually had a new PR. That's what the kids say these days. In the weight room the other day, said he benched 180 for the first time.
Deadlifted 355, but you're good.
180 grams. 180 grams.
180 grams. Yeah.
180 grams.
He picked up a box of cereal and curled that real good.
He's on the SpongeBob workout.
Anyways,
So I'm not going to try it.
Yep, I don't work out. Haven't worked out since 2014. Maddie, what's going on?
Not much. Still in my work clothes.
Stone's work. He looks good tonight. If you get a chance, log on to your YouTube, search Deep Dive Episode 3, and you will find Matt looking very nice.
Dude, I just got these new boots. What do you think?
Oh wow! You now see Matt pulling his foot up to his head. That's pretty surprising. Brett's wearing an unnamed sporting apparel shirt, so that's kind of all the news we got. Yeah, he's not wearing Adidas or Under Armour. He's wearing the other one. So we're gonna jump right into it.
New Balance.
Yep, New Balance. That's the new thing.
My running shoe didn't New Balance, and my sister told me I'm a 40-year-old man now. So that's where I'm at in my life.
Yep, your name's Bert. I don't expect anything less.
Let's roll.
Let's roll. Matt, why don't you start us off tonight? Let me tell you the topic first. Tonight we're just talking about Dynasty Deep Buys. So, guys that are under the 205 mark on the DTC ADP page.
DTC stands for Dynasty Trade Calculator out there, by the way. Everyone doesn't know the lingo.
Gotta know the lingo. If you don't, ADP is, you know what ADP stands for.
If you don't know what ADP is, leave.
They probably aren't listening if they don't know what that means.
They're probably not listening anyways, so.
True.
You're not
welcome about it. Don't gotta worry about it. So pretty much just guys that we think after 2.5 weeks of the NFL season, you can go out and buy right now who will pay dividends for you down the road at some point. So Matt, go ahead and start us off. Who are we talking about tonight?
Guy I've been buying all offseason, Jake Butt.
Matt loves the butt. Why do you love butt?
I'm a big-time butt guy. Big-time butt guy.
He's a butt guy. Why are you buying butt? What are you paying for butt?
Where is butt?
I believe he is at 229. 229.
It's pretty deep for butt.
Pretty deep butt. I love butt.
Tight end 29 as well.
There you go. Look at that. Brett can read.
Bert can read.
Well, I can't read.
But no, I'm buying Butt. I just think it's gonna be a young passing core next year. Butt was a great tight end in college. He only slid in the draft because he tore his ACL in the Orange? I think it was the Orange Bowl they were playing.
Yep, it was Florida State.
I mean, he's 6'5". He had a nice week this past week, 4 catches, 48 yards. I know it's not much, but the Broncos offense didn't really do all that much. I think they came back late and won that game, didn't they, against Oakland?
Yeah, they did. Through the first quarter, I think Keenum had 14 or 15 passing yards. So I don't think anything was clicking until the very end.
Yeah, but I think I traded you. I think you traded me Jake Butt for a late second in a 14 team tight end premium league this past year.
I think I gave you I think it was Jake Butt and a late second for a 2020 first.
No.
I got your 2020 first out of it.
Oh well. Say la vie.
Listen, my motto is I never pay for Butt, but I drafted him personally in a couple leagues. But I agree. I think Case Keenum. I'm a little worried about people with DT shares, to be honest. I think he targets the slot and his tight end heavily, and I think you're starting to see that with Sanders. And Butt this week started to. I don't want to say break out, but like
showed some promise.
Yeah.
Also, if Brett's agreeing with me, can I change my pick?
Either that or, you picked a pretty good guy.
I'm gonna go with the former.
You're gonna go with okay, that's fair. I mean, no, I'm not all that into him. I just worry about.
You're a boob guy.
Yeah, I've never been a butt guy. Always got to start at the top before you get to the butt. I just think I don't know. I'd rather have a late second or an early third. I question his
That was
ability.
tight end premium too. That was tight end premium and a 14-team league.
That's true. Personally, I'd rather have a 2020 first.
I don't think that was the trade. You look at that, and I'm going to keep looking.
Okay, I'll keep talking and you look. He's going to be wrong here in about 2 minutes. But yeah, I just worry about his athleticism, his knee. I don't think he's going to be anything more than just a kind of an over the middle check down option for Case Keenum.
I'd give a third.
I mean, I'd give a late third, but that's if
I would give an early third for him. I like him.
I'd see, and I'd only even do that if I needed tight end depth. Like if I had a Delaney Walker injury or Greg Olsen or Jordan Reed in the next 2 weeks, and nothing else behind him. In that case, I would give a third for Butt.
Listen, you're buying, but that's what it is right now. If you're buying Jake Butt right now, you're buying him because you had Walker and he went down, or somebody's not producing for you, or maybe you're getting him because you like him and you like the value. But at that point, if you already like him, you're willing to give that up already. You know what I mean?
I mean, I get it, but at the same time, I'm only doing it as a last case resort. You know, I'm not actively buying him in leagues where I just want to stash him. I think I could do better things and better options with that third. You know, that's just me. Not huge on him, not low on him either. He's just kind of middle of the pack, just like Butt. Matt just realized he was wrong. I saw it on his face. What was it, buddy?
It was Jake Butt and the 214 and a 2023rd. There was also a 2023rd in there.
For
2021st.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I mean,
that was a while ago.
First, I'm pretty happy.
The trade happened on April 3rd.
Yeah, there was some rebuttal in the league chat about that one. They thought something was missing. That was the
whatever. I always get crap in that group. I don't even care anymore.
Because you gave a first and a third for Kaepernick some years ago.
Hey, I made money in that league because of it, and I paid 2 firsts for Sam Bradford.
Oh, and a second for Landry Jones. Oh man,
that was bad.
We can have an episode about this.
Ugh.
I'm really happy.
I'm not trading for QBs anymore.
Matt, let's talk. In our league, I just picked up. I picked up like mad QBs off the waiver wire, and one of them ended up
being QB league. I don't care. One QB league. I don't care. I already have.
Yeah, he only overpays in Superflex.
I have Cousins and Roethlisberger. I don't care.
He's good.
And Roethlisberger's not good. I think you need a little bit of Ryan Fitzpatrick in your life.
Yeah, I think you need to shut your damn mouth.
Profane word number 1.
Sorry, PG now. PG.
Bert, hit us up with your guy after Matt got done with his butt.
Well, I mean, after Matt's done with his butt up there, down at 267, Ito Smith, running back 84. Listen, I love the guy out of college this year.
What college did you go to, Brett?
Don't make me name off the top of my head. I can't.
The correct answer was Southern Mississippi.
I was going to say one of them, but either way.
That was what he was going to say. You
were going to say SMU, and I was going to ask you which one.
Listen, do I know exactly what college you went to? No.
No, we loved him coming out of college. That's the great part.
Did I like his tape? Yes. Did I like where
you watched his tape? You didn't know what college you went to? Come on now.
Come on, dude. We look at so much tape. More importantly, do I love his landing spot? Yes. Freeman is out for weeks. He's getting a chance to show himself as the backup option behind Coleman in that offense, and to his limited touches last week, played very well. This is something that I think that can continue. Listen, one of those two in front of him are going to be gone. Do we think it's Coleman and they're not going to re-sign Coleman? Yeah, that's probably the more likelihood. But there's as much likelihood of Freeman stays with his injury proneness and Coleman keeps producing, that I think don't quote me, but I think they have an out for Freeman sometime soon
I'm looking
with
now.
all the money they give him.
Yeah, I don't know if they have
Either
an out,
way-
but I know they signed him to a pretty hefty deal
Either way,
a year ago.
I think either way, Atlanta has shown for years from the Kyle Shanahan offense now to the Sarkisian offense that no matter which one of those offensive coordinators it is, that backup running back still gets touches. And I think that he can produce in that offense with his skill set.
Yeah, looking at Freeman's contract, they're not getting out of it till 2020 without taking a huge dead cap hit. His dead cap hit for the next
2020?
it's 9 million after this year and 6 million. 6 million
That's
before
not happening.
2020.
No,
So
they're
he's
keeping
definitely there
him.
next year.
They're keeping him healthy.
I thought they had it out.
Well,
Maybe
maybe
not.
wrong.
Something else,
They can cut him. It'll just cost them a lot of money. So
Yeah.
obviously with that,
That's what happened,
it's going to
but
be tough for them to re-sign Coleman. Coleman's probably going to be gone.
Yeah, Coleman's definitely
It's-
gone.
Ito's
oh,
going to
100%.
be the number 2 guy, and I don't
And
see a huge ceiling, but I see a Austin Eckler role at
Yeah,
best.
I could see a flex play. I could see a RB3. I mean, I don't think that's out of the realm of
But
possibility.
down here, here's my argument. Down here at 267, you're looking for a flex play. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a good to be a flex play. Like every other week down here at 267 is a good buy, especially for if Freeman's out for at least this next week, maybe the week after. I think this is the lowest from before last week. You can probably get him for because he's going to be playing the Tevin Coleman role the next 2 weeks while Coleman plays the Freeman role.
Well, I think Coleman's going to.
I think Coleman takes more work. I think Coleman takes more work than Freeman typically does, simply because Ito Smith's not Tevin Coleman.
Right, and I don't like when people say that because it should be the 1A and the 1B. For the last few years, it's been Freeman 1A, Coleman 1B. Well, now
it's 1 and 2. It's 1 and 2, not 1A, 1B.
Coleman's going to get the touches, and
It
Ito's
is
gonna-
1-2 now, but I'm saying he's getting the opportunity to make these plays now, and I think that if you try to make a move for him, and then after this weekend or after the weekend after, people are going to be saying, well, he's got potential. Give me a second. Where right now, I think you could probably get it for an early third.
So would you buy for a third? I think that's the underlying question.
I would pay a third for him. I'm not. I
Okay.
like that.
Not. I wouldn't give a third.
I would think about it. But as you saw, the trades I make are apparently god awful. So you should probably do.
You make some good ones. I mean, I personally wouldn't give a third. I'd give a fourth, not a third right now.
Yeah, but I think people drafted him in the 4th round of some of these leagues. You're not going to just get your investment out of him. You're going to want to. You're going to want to get more than you paid for him.
Right.
If you toss a third at somebody who paid like a late 4th for him, though, I think they would jump at that.
I would want to be a competing team this year and guarantee that my pick is a late third. If I'm giving up a pick for next, I would have to give up a pick for next year and give up a late.
I mean, there's always the possibility that Atlanta brings in somebody else, or falls in love with another guy in the draft.
Yeah. I mean, look what they did to Brian Hill. Everyone thought Brian Hill would be something, and then they brought in Smith this year.
Yeah, I don't even know if Hill's still on the team.
I don't know.
But I mean, I could see a situation where they like a Benny Snell from Kentucky, that kind of big-bodied pounder, where they give him the early down stuff and then kind of convert Freeman into the 1B role where he gets the important touches, but he doesn't get as many.
Brian Hill was just promoted. Brian Hill was just promoted from the practice squad last week.
Oh, turn up again, year 2. This is Hill's year.
Where'd Brian Hill go to college?
I was about to say 5 bonus points.
I don't know that one. Sorry.
Same school as Josh Allen.
Oh, that is correct, Dr. Riley.
Thank you. Start calling me doctor. We got Dr. Riley and Bert.
Looking at it, I mean, we'll obviously dive into this more when
Not really, but okay.
wrap up. But more when the year starts to wrap up, when we do what we do best in watching film and finding those deeper guys. But Matt, come on now.
No editing on here. So,
but I think this year's draft class is going to be weaker at running back than it is at wide receiver. So, tossing it out there in the
water
terms
is
of,
wet, Brett.
like
I'm
I'm
just
talking way weaker. But other than that, all right, whatever. You know what, Riley? Take your pick.
I'll take my pick. My pick is Rashard Higgins.
Yeah, come on. That's not even. Come on now.
What?
He's got to be lower than 205.
He's not even on the list.
That's BS.
No way.
Well, if I missed him, let's see. I mean, I couldn't find him.
Go on, keep talking about him. I'll look.
I
I'm
couldn't
probably wrong
find him.
again, but that's crazy.
Well, if he's not,
you can
not on
just
the
talk
list.
about Rashard Higgins.
okay, I'll talk about Rashard Higgins. Pretty simple. They just traded Josh Gordon, and Higgins is in year 3. He's going to see the field and is going to see targets. Showed really well this preseason. In week 2, he had 5 catches for 47 yards. You know, Callaway may be the eventual number 2, but Higgins he's going to play.
Yeah, Jackson came out today and said that Callaway is an every down player.
Okay, I mean, that's fair, but I mean, at the same time, Cleveland had 3 receivers on the field. I don't know.
Yeah, they're going to run a lot. They're running mostly 11 personnel, especially with the valve injured right now.
It'll be a spread, and even more so when Baker takes over. I think he excels with 11, even 4 receivers and a running back. You know, if they just go 10.
Pulling the old Andy Reid does with Mahomes back there, basically running a spread offense in the pros.
Baker's going to be even better than Mahomes. Hot take or not, I don't care. Mahomes is going to come back to earth. Baker's going to be awesome. But I mean, so was Higgins not on the list?
No, he wasn't.
Okay, so I mean, he's not even listed at those guys. I'd go give a late third for Higgins, 100%, because we loved him coming out of where, Brett?
I'm looking at my phone. Who are we talking about now?
Oh my God, Colorado State.
Oh,
We're
Higgins.
actually talking about Akram Wadley, your boy.
Hey, hold on. You said out of Colorado State, and I said Higgins. So technically, I would have had that one. But
okay,
whatever.
Yeah, you would have been 1 for 3. That's okay. I mean, I'd pay a late third for Higgins. Loved him coming out of college. Thought he could have been a number 2 in the NFL.
He still can.
Maybe he's just a year 3 or 4 guy. I mean, we've seen players now that they can be successful if they struggle in years 1 and 2.
Are you afraid that Rashard Higgins is going to be like Brian Quick?
That's random, but I mean, I don't know. Quick was a long time ago. That's a good name.
Yeah, he was also like the number 34th overall draft pick.
Well, then in that case, I mean, Higgins was what, like 5th round? So
I think 4th or 5th, yeah, somewhere in there.
I'd say Quick probably had a little higher expectations following him.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like Higgins as a deep dive, and that's kind of what we're talking about. So
when Cleveland drafted Higgins, they used the shotgun approach and drafted like 5 wide receivers that year.
That should happen.
And who's left?
Higgins.
Nobody's left. Maybe Seth DeVal, maybe was one of them.
No, I don't think he counted. But yeah, you're right.
He did show pretty well in this preseason. At his best, I think he's just going to be the slot guy.
And you know what? If he turns into a slot guy where he catches,
I don't think he's going to be
passes
the
a year.
Slot guy over Jarvis Landry.
yeah, I think Landry's probably going to play most of his snaps.
They've been playing Landry on the outside a lot. I'm talking in 3 wide. He's going to be the
wide sets. Higgins is on the outside every time.
Yeah, he'll be the
but
number 3 receiver. He'll be number 3.
That's what I said. That's what I'm stating. I looked at it as the slot guy because they have been playing when they go 3 wide. They've been playing Landry on the outside a decent amount of the time.
Okay,
Whatever.
We get what you're saying. We get what you're saying. Yeah, he'll be the number 3 receiver for the time being. And in that case, I think he's worth a dart throw.
Definitely with a dart throw. I think I'd pay a third for him.
That should be the motto of our show. Would you pay a third?
Would you pay a third for him?
Would you pay?
Because we're not talking about seconds and firsts. We're talking about thirds and fourths. So I think the baseline should be
maybe even a 5th.
Maybe a 5th.
Is there a guy you wouldn't trade a 5th round pick for?
A guy I would, yeah. Most players I wouldn't trade a 5th.
Nathan.
I'd start with Odell Beckham. I wouldn't trade a 5th. Or I wouldn't trade him for a 5th.
You wouldn't trade someone if someone offered you the player for a 5th round pick.
So people
you wouldn't trade a 5th round pick for.
Peterman's a good one. Yeah. So who would I rather?
In the Superflex League, you wouldn't trade a 5th round pick for Nathan Peterman.
Peterman's not good. No, he'd get you negative points.
Hold on, I got a quick story. I was at the game. You'll like this. This is funny. I was at the game, and I was in the bathroom, with the 200 other male Bills fans hanging out.
Yeah.
Trying to wait in line.
Listening to a glory hole story.
And somebody screamed out, Nathan Peterman to the pit of misery, and the entire bathroom screamed out, "Dilly Dilly." I thought it was really funny.
Guess you had to be there.
That's a good story to wrap this show up with. With that being said, Dilly Dilly for Bert over there.
Our next sponsor, not Bud Light.
Not Bud Light. It'll be a lesser known.
Maybe like Hams. I bet Hams would sponsor us.
I don't even know if they would.
No,
How many downloads you guys have? 12. That's the selling point. Anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed another episode of the Deep Dive.
We're done?
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah, man.
Throw out picks for Rashard Higgins. Who are you guys players again? I already forgot.
Ito Smith and Jake Butt.
Ito Smith and
Best
Jake
host we've
Butt.
ever had, Riley.
I know. I mean, I forgot. Brett threw me off with this bathroom glory hole story. Well, that has been it for us. You can follow Matt at Fat Mormon. You can follow Brett, whose name is Dynasty Brett. His handle is also at Dynasty Brett. It really needs to change to Dynasty Bert.
I'm doing it
to
right
mix it
now.
up a little bit. Cool.
Actually,
Dynasty
I'm doing
Bert. You can follow myself at DTC_Riley B. Don't recommend it. Follow Bert instead. He's more fun. You can follow the podcast handle at the 3 Cone Pod. Hit us up if you want us to talk about.
Dude,
players.
wait, time out. You just said at the 3 Cone Pod. That's not true at all.
Oh my God! Throw
I'm
him
sorry.
away.
Pour one out for the old handle. We are now at what
Deep
are we
Dive
at?
Podcast.
Deep Dive Podcast. I didn't know that. It's because I didn't say it the first 2 shows. Well, that's a good shout out to our old days. Anyways, that's a good way to end. Matt, if you want to cut that, you can. If
I
not,
certainly won't.
perfect. Enjoy it. That's not worth a third. Probably a 4th or 5th.
I'd pay a 5th for the 3 Cone Podcast.
I don't even think I would. I'd rather have a 5th.
Especially the episode with Jason.
Oh man, that was good. That one's worth a second. That was a really good one. Anyways, hit us up on Twitter, give us a follow, shoot us an email if you want. We will see you guys next week. And this has been another episode of The Deep Dive.
Toodles.
See ya.